Hello everyone, and hi, and welcome back to a backyard garden. Well, today I'm gonna do a little taste comparison, and at the end of the video I'm gonna tell you my preference. Which kind of tomatoes do I like? So I'm only talking about two type of tomatoes here. One is the cherry tomatoes, and the other one is the grape tomatoes. Now they have different names, real name, but I don't know the name of the species or the plant. So I just call this variety here with the round fruit, I call them cherry. And this variety here with a slight elongate, you see that? Slightly long fruit, I call them grape. All right, so that's just the way I call them. It's not really, you can call them cherry if you want to, but you know, cherries are pretty much round. And a grape can be round or elongate, but in terms of tomato, that's how I distinguish them. All right, so let me pick one from the cherry tomato, the round one. Here you go. By the way, you always want to pick the tomatoes when they're ripe. Right? You never, I wouldn't say never, but you definitely don't want to pick them when they are green, and you definitely don't want to eat them when they're green. They don't taste so good, and they're not very healthy for you either. So the round one here. So let me pull out this one, beautiful one here. Now, just from picking them, I can tell you slightly this a little different. You know. So when I picked the cherry, for some reason don't want to give up so easily. What I mean by that, it's when you're trying to pull them off the vine, they're a little bit difficult to do, and sometimes when you pull them off a little bit harder, you will rip the fruit. Whereas the grape tomato, the elongate one, it come out quite easily. All right, so it just boom, you just took them and they'll let you have it real easily. All right, let's do a real quick taste test. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. Wow, this is good. So as soon as I pop in my mouth the cherry tomato, the red one, the round one, and I bite into it, it has bursts of explosion, like of juice right in my mouth. So definitely it's a lot of juice in the cherry tomato in terms of the round variety. Now let's try that's the grape tomato. The grape tomato is slightly different. It is much crunchier. It doesn't have as much juice. Now that doesn't mean it's good or bad, or which one's better or which one's worse. I don't mean that. I just mean that's the way the tomatoes are, that's the characteristic of the fruit, of the variety. So to put it in some kind of culinary perspective, if you were to make juice and mix fruit juice, stuff like that, then I would assume that the round variety, the cherry tomato round variety, it's preferable. It's much more desired simply because the skin, I can tell you too, the skin is thinner and it's very juicy. Okay, now with this variety, the grape tomatoes, the long fruit, it's a little bit drier, but it's still very juicy. But it's definitely crunchier in terms of the flesh. So they probably be very good in a salad mix, because you don't want your salad to be soaked in juice. So and they tend to stay crispy and crunchy in your salad bowl. So that's where I think that's where the observation that I made is from that. Which one do I prefer? Again, this is very difficult to choose. It's like chewing, it's like trying to choose between your son or your daughter. That's kind of difficult. I hate to use that analogy, but it's true. I love both of them. But it all depends on what is your, what is your preference and what is your eating, what are you cooking, what are you making in your kitchen, right? And this year I grow this cherry tomato too closely, and I allow them to kind of spread out multiple stem, so the fruit is not as quality in the sense of size. It's not as quality that I'm used to. Now this bunch here is absolutely gorgeous. That's the way it should be looking, big like that. But on this side with the grape tomato, I prune them off heavily, so I don't allow too many of them to spread out. So the fruit tend to be nice and beautiful and long. This is just gorgeous. And by the way, they both taste really good, absolutely gorgeous. Now the grape tomato, I don't know if you recall, I actually bought the fruit from the store. It might be a hybrid variety, I don't know. And I just sprinkle the seeds onto the soil, and sure enough, it's germinated. So I plant them. So I might keep one of the nice fruit and extract the seeds, and maybe start again the seed the following season. Again, tomato, you don't need to buy them. You can get plenty of free tomato plants. With this variety, I will continue growing them again, but next season I won't grow them like this. I'll probably grow them single stem, so they produce much quality fruits. All right, I don't know if I cover the difference between both of them. In terms of, again, the taste, they're about the same. They both have the sweetness. The cherry is a little bit more juicier with more water content. The grape tomato is crispier, a little bit meatier on the inside. They both are great, fantastic tomatoes. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and hope to see you again soon.